Badgers, welcome back to Brocktv and another year at Brock University. Thanks for joining me on today's episode of Prep Talk, where we make easy snacks and talk about juicy topics. So today we're going to be diving into the world of zucchini chips. I promise they taste good or we wouldn't be making them, don't worry. So what you're going to need is paprika, olive oil, Parmesan, salt, and zucchinis. And you can use like any spices that you want. I also bought this fancy new toy called a mandolin that you can get because it just makes sure that like each zucchini slice is even, and it just helps with uniform pieces. But you can use a knife if you want. You can use a cheese grater. That's also easy. But like you do whatever you want. So what you're gonna want to get first is your paper towel out, and you're gonna set that down, and then you're gonna take your washed zucchinis. Make sure they're washed, please, because you don't know what's out there. Then you're gonna take a knife and you're gonna cut off just the ends. Okay, and then you're gonna take whatever you're using, cheese grater, knife, whatever. And then you get these uniform zucchini slices. And then you're gonna lay them out flat on your paper towel. I found this recipe online. I think I literally just looked it up a while ago, but I've made them a few times since the very first time. So they're just kind of like a staple snack in my life now. Now that school's online, I've taken up cooking, and you should see all of the fun things that I've been making. You're gonna cover up the zucchini with your paper towel and cover it with your baking tray. And then you're just gonna push down lightly, just to like get all the juices out, the water out of the zucchini. And then I'm gonna set these ones to the side in this bowl, just because I don't have enough room for all of them. So as you've noticed, Brocktv, along with the rest of the world, has really been adapting to the online situation here since the pandemic. And I don't know if you guys saw, but we had a hallway holdups, and you basically like go on Instagram Live with Jordan Morris, our hallway holdups host, and he lets you into the live, and then you basically answer the questions like that, because as you know, we can't go on campus, so there's basically no hallways to hold up. Speaking of the pandemic, what has everybody been doing in quarantine? I know it's been, or I guess quarantine's over now, but you probably shouldn't go outside for no reason, because I've been watching a lot of movies. I took up crochet. I took up embroidery. I've been painting a lot. I have resulted in setting alarms for each of my classes and writing down like every single thing that I have to do, like every minute of the day. So now that all the zucchinis are cut, we're going to preheat the oven to 450. Then you're gonna pour a little bit of olive oil on the baking sheet. Make sure it coats the entire thing. If you have one of those little brushes, that would be really nice, but I do not, so. Okay, and then you're going to lay your zucchini slices. You don't want too much oil on here, just a little bit to make sure that they don't stick. And you're gonna lay them out in a single layer. So who was sad about the Raptors? I know I was. That was pretty tragic. I'm not usually into basketball. I just, since last year with their championship, and I got really into basketball at the end of last year because the Brock Badgers basketball team, the women's, went all the way and won and brought home that OUA title, and that was pretty awesome. So you have to be excited about that. So I guess I can say that I am a basketball fan. But this year with the pandemic, I know all of the sports are canceled until winter. I know that some of the teams still practice and stuff. But obviously there aren't any games and all of that until the winter, which is really unfortunate. But I know that the tennis courts are open, and they're opening a little bit of the Walker complex. You can just keep checking online. A lot of the Brock news posts a lot of articles online that will tell you and keep you up to date. And then I know that, the alumni field's open, so maybe this is the perfect time to start a new sport. You can learn soccer, tennis, you could swim. I'm pretty sure that the pool's open for just lane swimming. So I just put on the Parmesan cheese and some salt, as you saw, and I'm gonna try to sprinkle a little bit of this is perfect, paprika on. And just for some flavor. Okay, and then once your oven preheats, you're gonna put them in for 8 to 10 minutes. So a lot of traditional zucchini chip recipes say to cook the zucchinis at a lower temperature for like 2 hours, but with classes and everything else going on in our lives, we do not have time for that. So this recipe kind of gives you a little quick shortcut version for zucchini chips. They're not as crispy and they won't be as dehydrated as potato chips, but they're tasty and they're a good snack and they're super easy to make. So this is the finished product. They're a little bit crispy, as you can see, because of the cheese. They hit the spot because they're salty and cheesy and have a lot of flavor, but like, they're good for you in some ways. They're not potatoes. Honestly, I would give them a 7 out of 10. I should probably rate my own food a 10 out of 10, but you can't be too cocky. But honestly, like some of them are like the perfect crispiness. They have a lot of flavor and they're super good. So I would definitely recommend trying these. It's one of my favorite snacks to make. So I hope you're doing okay in these first few weeks of school. I know it's a lot different and a little bit hard and challenging, but we will all get through it. And as you know, there are so many resources on campus that you can talk to if you're feeling overwhelmed or a little bit scared being alone, like if you're in residence and stuff. There's always someone to reach out to, so please do. Here at Brocktv, we wish you a happy first few weeks, and that's everything for today. So thanks for watching.